Okay, let us get started. So this time I'm gonna try not to leave the mic muted for half the stream. We're off to a good start. Um, so working on the color picker. I think the first thing I want to do is work on these bars. So don't like obviously this color is like temporary. I'm not a big fan of how that's colored right now. Um, so what I'm gonna do first. And I'm gonna do the simple thing, and then I'll fix the bar after. Um, color picker.c. Now one other thing is here. I don't know why I divided this by the size of the bar. Um, yeah, that doesn't really, I don't know why I did this. Um, so it should either be 100 since we're displaying like hundredths here, or 255 because we're gonna have like output in hex. Um, one of those. I think for now we'll try like 255, though that might be not good either, but we'll just try that one. Um, so 255 is like a little slow, but it does like count up and down in hex. So maybe I think it's probably better for now. We'll leave it at that. Um, and then what we want to do is start actually doing some different drawing for this. So where is our split? So this line here is the split. So we have got what I want to actually do is um, I want to actually make a cut here. Now the only problem is I need to pass like the current color in here. Yeah, let's first just make this cut. Let's cut this rectangle first. And we're gonna turn this into two rectangles. So rect slider rect left, gonna be cut rect left, slider rect left, and current. Oops, I don't know why I did that. I don't need to do that. And then slider rect right, the slider oops, just slider rect. And then instead of doing this, we're just gonna comment this out. And we're gonna draw two other ones here. Yeah. Slider rect left, slider rect right. So I'm not gonna leave this. Ooh, that's kind of bad when it gets like really small. Well, anyways, I'm not gonna leave it like that long term. I just need to do this for now. Like long term, I want to which we'll do after. By long term, I mean today or tomorrow. I want to probably copy the Prelib code for drawing these rectangles, so that only the edges are rounded, and then this part is still like straight. But for now, this is fine because I want to do something with this. Um, I have to see the draw rectangle. There's draw rounded rectangle with a color. There's also draw. Yeah, this is what I want. Oh, actually, that's a problem. I do want to add like a border as well, but how can I do the line thick segments? Actually, I think I can actually do this without. I don't actually know if I need these rounded rectangles, so that might actually work better. Let's try this. We're gonna copy this. Um, to draw rectangle rounded lines, and we're gonna use this to add like a border. So this is gonna be the slider rect.rr. The float roundness is just 1. Segments doesn't matter. Line thick. I don't know if it's in pixels. Let's just do 10 for now. And then the color, I'll make it a different color. Just so I can see it. Let's just do blue. Yeah. So that will add that one how I want it. Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna make this thinner. Something like that. Now, but the oh, that's annoying. Um, that's not quite right. I need this rounded rectangle to be the order of this is gonna matter. Um, and maybe I don't want to use this extra line thing. Because the problem here is if these are not rounded. What? Draw rectangle rec is what it's called, I guess. Sure. What is happening? Yeah, so it's gonna go like outside of this thing, which I don't want. Obviously you can't see where the edge is right now, but that's okay. That's because I need to add the okay, so that's not what I want to do for now. I'm gonna go back to this one. Um, yeah, so this lines are probably not gonna stick around, but I do want to have the border at some point. It's just I'm gonna have to do it a little bit differently. We're gonna comment that out. Um, and this, yeah, this is the problem. So these functions that I want to just use do not allow you to have a roundness. So I'm gonna have to copy these myself sooner rather than later. Um, cd resource r shapes. Draw rectangle V. Don't care about that one. Draw rectangle pro. Draw rectangle rect, draw rectangle pro. That's not the one we care about. We care about these gradient things. But I actually don't. I care about the rectangle. Right. Draw rectangle rounded. Yeah, this is gonna be so actually we're not even using this based on what I've just specified, because I'm passing in 0, so unless it clamps it above 0. And nothing here says anything about the segment. So segment's less than 4. Okay, so we do get some segments here. Do these points get used? One, two, three, four, six. Oh, this is a complicated drawing routine. Okay. So that is how it's gotta be. I don't necessarily want to copy this whole function, but I kind of need to. I don't actually need the whole thing. I just need the some of these subparts. Why is this quads like way more complicated? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna let's just stop. Let's just ignore that for now. We need to take in the current color. Either as a vector or as this. I think it needs to be a color for the gradient thing. It's fine. So yeah, we'll just use a normal color for now. I'm gonna have to do these calculations myself because it's not exactly what I want. Draw rectangle gradient H, and then not gradient h because I want to pass the rectangle. Okay. So we're going to do the gradient ex, and then it's going to take color in 4 different places. So, and it's not going to take any of these. So what we need here is color left equals C left is equal to current, except oh, this is actually annoying because we need to know which. Well, okay, so this is actually a good time to implement this delta thing as well then. Because this will actually help inform me. So let's not do this part just yet. Let's go back to the normal rounded rectangles, and we're not going to pass in, can't call that current anyways, because that's the same name. Okay, so that's fine. We're gonna do this. So open util, we need this endpoint again. I'm gonna rename these to CPM, and then CPM last. So I do want like the length of this. And up here we're gonna do a static const char pointer array. And it is gonna be mode labels, and it's gonna be mode, and then it's gonna take 3 for now, I think. I'm sorry, CPM last. So RGB is gonna be that's fine. And then in the do slider, we're gonna have to take a label IDEX instead. And then our label mode labels. It also has to take the mode. Oops. Don't know what. I hope I didn't just do some really dumb. View slider. Sure. So here we're gonna take the and we're gonna say here This is CPM. Declaration of a non-color picker node will not be visible outside the function. It's just color picker mode. Mode. Oh, sorry. Here we add this one. Okay. Too few arguments. So now we are passing one. Soon I'm going to be able to just draw this whole thing in a loop, I think, which is good. It's 0, 1. We're not going to be able to get away with the, yeah, so this has to be 4. It's okay. Don't need to save my 2 bytes, 3 bytes, whatever, 6 bytes, doesn't matter. So, okay, so this one, CTX mode 0, CTX mode 2. CTX the mode and 3. What's going on there? Okay, so that's now working, and if we click this, it changes these as well, which is perfect. So now we can do that thing I was doing with the gradient. So we have the right, the left. Now what we want to do is gradient EX. So we need to actually delete this. Okay, so color left. Here are the 4 quads. Well, it's gonna, we'll figure out in a second here if these are right. I'm assuming it's color left, color, do this. This is gonna be color, right, color right. And then we need to actually figure out what those colors are. So color left is going to be equal to color color right going to be equal to color left. Oh, okay, so now this is where it's going to actually matter that I pass this in as a vector and not as a color. Yeah, because I need to use this IDEX. V4 color. Label IDEX should equal 0 for that one. And for right, label IDEX should be equal to 1. Right. Let's change all these names then to CL dot RV, CL dot RV, C color dot RV, color dot RV, CR dot RV, CR dot RV. Oops, that's right. RV. Okay. So now it's going to say passing vector for a compatible type of struct color. Yeah, I need to convert those two. Oh boy. Braylib. I don't quite understand the inconsistency with some of these interfaces, but sure. Put this all in a little bit of scope here. What's the color conversion thing again? Where is the color conversion? Okay, here we go. Color from normalized. Must use American spelling. Okay, so now we have to actually pass this in. I might move this into the old loop next, because yeah, I'm liking that. But I do need the indicator back somehow. Yeah, I do need to draw the indicators, so go to this window. We'll go back to drawing the line for now. Yeah, I like that. So now you can just see like if you change green, what does it where does it get you? Versus you change like blue, we can get to this really garbage color. Yeah, I like that a lot. That is looking real slick. Now I'd like to get back to the old rounded rectangles though, I think. Um yeah, and then HSV. So that's looking pretty good. Now let us first go to that. Let us first do this. In here, do is mode I current. We don't need to pass this in anymore. We already have the IDEX, so we know what the current is. Um, yeah, I like that. That is looking real slick. Break this into a separate line, I think. Mode I font color, and we need to go back up here because we don't need this float current. Color Actually, it makes, let's not do that. Let's keep this, and I'll just make a new variable up here that is f32 current equals color.label_IDEX. Color.e label IDEX. Yeah, so let's fix the rest of this first. So it should be up here like this. Just delete all of that. There we go. Now that is nice and compressed. So now we've got that going there. That's looking good. HSV, we should do this one. So we should convert this. Now, if the mode is HSV, how do we... The question is do I want to store the mode? Do I want to store, do I want to store HSV at all? Or do I want to convert the color to the mode that we're currently in? Or what do I want to do? It's a good question. I also don't need to draw this line across anymore. This line isn't really helping anyone, so let's delete that for now. Yeah, so do I want to convert when we press the button and convert here? The problem is that or do I want to just convert in the display? I think I don't want to just convert in the... No, I do, because this draw circle sector needs to take the correct color in RGB, not in HSV. So I want to convert here. So I'm going to do something different here. I'm going to move this into here. And here we're going to convert it to HSV. Do we need color? Yeah. So here we're going to do color. Color to HSV, color from HSV. We want color. We want color from normalize. And go down a little bit here. Let me see here. So we want to convert to HSV. A should not be... It's going to give me a vector 3. So we're going to do this. Yeah, let me see. So I need to first convert it, and then I need to store it. So let's do, yeah. I need a vector for actual color. And that is going to be equal to, I don't want to do that. So let's do, I'll see how much the compiler complains about me doing this. Probably this can stay out here still. Color to HSV. No, actually, we need to do it this way. Color picker, color picker mode, last. So if it's RGB, mode color just equals this. Color to HSV color. This is fine. Something that's slightly more readable. Yeah, they don't want it. Yeah, compiler's gonna complain to me about that. Fine. I'll do it properly. I really don't like I mean, one thing I saw is like Odin will just shove a vector 3 in their vector 4 and then just because the layout's just the same. But I don't want to just shove both of those in there. So vector 3 equals this. I'll break. Let's do this. Do this. Too many equal signs. Mode color dot. Uh, I don't really want. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, so now we got our mode color. And then here we pass in the mode color. What was I doing with the color? Ah, right. Uh, Sometimes that one is, let's do this. Oops, that's good. There we go. But if the mode is HSV, this is a little bit different now. Yeah, so if this is HSV, we need to draw these colors like way differently. Um, but we already have the mode in here, so this will help us. Only problem is that this is like a little weird now. So in HSV, H is just like a circle from 0 to 360. Also, good point. If we're in HSV and we get back an HSV that's, yeah, I need to normalize that one as well. I don't know. That one needs to be normalized. Um, where did we get this HSV? Here. This X needs to be divided by 360. Okay. There's a problem here. So if here, do slider. Yeah, okay. I don't need to fix it here. I need to fix it in the do slider function, which is why it has the mode. Here you can go all the way up, but in HSV land you cannot, even though the color makes sense. So okay, so HSV mode. We are in the do slider. If we go up here, do slider. Color from normalized. This depends largely on the color we're passed in is normalized, but the HSV is not. Okay, so let me just think here. So we got a color, we got a normalized color from HSV. HSV should be in there. We have to say if the mode is HSV, we have to convert the color back. That's kind of not nice. Maybe I'm doing like the HSV in the wrong place then. I think I am. I see, but if you want to copy like an HSV value, I think if you want to copy an HSV value, you probably don't want it in this format anyways, as hex. So I think we're gonna do the conversion in there as well. Let's delete this. No more mode color. I'm gonna rename this because I don't like the name. Okay, so that is back to normal. Here, So if we're in HSV mode, we don't want to print this like this, I don't think. Um, we will go, I think we'll come back to that part though. Come back to that. I want to do the color, this part of the color correctly. So let's get a HSV going on here. So V3 HSV, yeah, V3 HSV equals dot RV equals color to HSV. Color from normalized. Actually, we're gonna need that, so go up here. Are we gonna need that? Something like this. No, sorry. No, so here we have to check the mode first. We're using the mode like elsewhere in this. I think just for indexing right now, so that's fine. So we need to do this. And then we need to have a yeah, we're gonna fill these out based on the mode. So V4 C left, C right. Yeah, and it's just not even gonna get initialized at all yet. And then here, so if it's an RGB, what we were doing before was just fine. If we're in HSV, we have to do some annoying nonsense, I think. That's okay. In this case, we need the This is not gonna work because this isn't gonna work at all. That's really annoying. I'm pretty sure like these gradient functions, we can look in here. Gradient EX is just gonna do like a linear gradient. Which does not work for us. And the reason it does not work is because yeah, it's not gonna work. I have to make this texture myself. That's annoying. Get shape textures rect. RL set texture. Get shapes texture rect. Okay, maybe I should either I'm gonna come back to that. I think I'm going to come back to this part. So let's just undo this for now. Okay, that's fine. It's not HSV, but this is not HSV. Yeah, so I want to do. I need to fix these indicators first. That's one thing. And then I need to also have some indication of when you're hovering. I think I'm going to fix the indicators first. I don't like the black line. I want to draw something else. I want to draw a triangle. What is a triangle fan? Oh, I see. Okay. I don't care about that. I want to draw a triangle. I don't know, probably just a triangle to be honest. Um, so we have the center point already. So here where we draw this line, here we go. this top triangle. Top mid. Bottom mid. Okay. And then where's start? What happened here? How is this even work? What happened to start? What was start? Oh. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. Top mid. Bottom mid equals top mid. Top mid. Bottom mid. Okay, so top left, v2 top left is gonna equal uh 8, I guess. So that's what we were using before. That seemed good enough. And then minus equals try width over 2. We're not gonna do this calculation. And then the bottom, sorry, top right. Oh, and the top needs to be increased. So probably easier to just define these in line. Top mid plus is this an equilateral triangle? It is not if you just do that. Don't think it is, but anyways, we'll see how this looks. This would be y, and then for x, draw a triangle. Says vertices in counterclockwise order. Starting from where? I don't know. I don't think it matters. It would be top mid, top right, top left. white for now. Oops. What? Vector to B3. Counterclockwise. I could try. Let me make this big. Let me look at the examples. Is there a triangle in the examples? Yes. Of course, they have to draw it with this really cryptic inline definition. It's really hard to read. So screen width over 4 times 3 for x, and then y is 80. So that's just above, and then the top point, and then left, and then right. But why would that not work then, based on what I'm doing here? Um, is my math like screwed up? The top mid, we already know top mid is this point. Uh, oh. Wait, why is that? So, I mean, 4 is gonna be too small, but definitely 8 or more, 12 maybe. Right. Then it should have been showing up if it was the other way. It would have been flipped. These are actually not top. This is all bottom. I'm gonna delete this line altogether for now. Okay. Actually, I like that for the height, but try h is gonna equal 12, but try width is gonna be something else, like 8. Okay, so that's a little better, but they need to be flipped to the other side, so they need to be all shifted down by the screen height, or they need to be flipped. Either way. Yeah, I don't know why I renamed this to top. Let me just rename this back to bottom. I mean to top. And I'm gonna just remove this part for now. Okay. Uh, yeah, that's a problem. If the mouth intersects these triangles as well. If you want to like, you see that and you want to click on that. So we have to change this up quite a bit. Let's draw the other triangle first. Probably I can get rid of this top. Let's get rid of the top. Get rid of the top there. I already have something in here that's called right. No, what did I do? What did I mess up? Redefinition of left. Where is left being? Oh, for the colors. Okay, let's call this T underscore then. For triangle. T mid dot y minus equals, actually plus equals size dot h. What's it called? SR size dot h. All of these actually. And then we need to flip it. These left and right need to get added another a plus try h will disappear because they're not being drawn in the right order now. So it'd be like right, mid, left. Could work or not. How does right, mid, left not work? It's counterclockwise. I like it. This is the problem. Like it doesn't tell you which what the first point's just supposed to be. What? This is like the same as their example. Size.h moves it down so it's in the middle, and then we want to add Oh, is it like 2 times this? I think that's the problem. There we go. Okay. Um, so I should get up and stretch and use the washroom because I've been streaming for an hour and a half. Let's find a color here. Okay. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so uh, this out. Um, what do I want to do? So, next thing I'd like to do is, first of all, these colors are kind of getting a little. I don't like the background being like completely black. It's a little not so good. Let's just change. I might want to be able to copy paste stuff into here. If you maybe like right click here, it would paste a color in that was copied in hex. I don't think it should do anything more complicated than that. I can do that in the status bar. Only check one of these at a time. It should just be pressed. Oops. In that case, we're gonna do a what's it called? Get clipboard text. Yeah. So we need to do Right. How do we change it in here though? Right now, all this can do is change the mode. Might be time to start doing an out variable for the color. So be it. I think I need to do that. Or I can change this to return the new color and the mode as a struct. And then I just like handle that in there. Do it this way. Let's not be completely lazy here. Let's not do this. Let us do this. I need to initialize that. I don't remember how to spell anymore. That is okay. This doesn't have the type, a name. There you go. I'm gonna actually do this after. So it's down here. And this was HC. Okay, so get clipboard text, and then I don't know if I want to just write my own parser or just disable get clipboard text. It has to be like null terminated, I guess. Which is not normally how I would write this, because I'm sure whatever get clipboard text method they're using underneath gives you a length as well as a string, but for some reason Raylib insists on using null terminated strings, so and just in general all the nasty C types that don't have any width associated with them. But that's fine. So okay, we need to parse this. I want to write my own parser. I kind of do. I kind of don't want to deal with the um yeah. Let's do it this way. Uh Now does this parser need to be outside this file? Probably not. Go up here. And this is gonna return a I think it'll just return a color. We're just gonna assume it's null terminated, because otherwise there's nothing I can just do about it. So while text, um, let me think here. I don't want to write my own parser right now. Change my mind. I do not want to do that right now. I don't feel like it. I can definitely do it later, but for now I'm just gonna do the quick thing and use this awful function known as scanf. Very bad function. Where are we? So we got this new text, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Scanf new. I wonder if this works. I probably need to do two upper on this text, to be honest with you. Or two lower, either or. So there is like a function for that in Raylib. Text to lower. Zero to x percent 0 to x z. Yeah. And hc.r and hc.bg. Right. Needs to be done in two stages. which also means I can only do this. Um, yeah, that's fine. Oh, I was already computing this twice for no reason as well. Um, oh no, sorry, this is a different. That's a different one. Hex collides. That's going to be after we convert this hex thing. If hex collides and that, let's just move this one down here for now. Okay. Why does this even work? Specifies unsigned int pointer, but argument has type unsigned char. Uh, yeah, right. Fun. Very fun. Use the old colliteral. Oops, that's not it. Right? Yeah. Um, color. Cool. So Okay, so now let us set some color. I'm gonna copy that, paste that here. We're gonna set some other random color. And then we're gonna go back over here and copy this and paste. And that almost worked, but it did not. And everything is... How did the order get screwed up? 9E and 1F got flipped. Interesting. So what happened there? RGB. Huh. Why did those 2 bytes get swapped? Because I'm dumb. This was always broken. RBG. Okay. So now if we set some better color on this, let us okay, so we're gonna take that one. Just gonna put this down here. And then we're gonna set this to some bright green and we're gonna copy, paste. Cool. I need to like have some indication that you can just do that, but we'll see how that goes. So first of all, that is looking good. Now, let us do some stuff with the background color. I don't think I need to like... This is going to be stored in like the main as well, but... This whole thing is like way out of whack, but... whatever, it's fine for now. So that's going to be there. And then in main, we're going to do a... I don't know how I want to just configure this, to be honest. But for now, I'm going to just hard code it here as well. Color. And then for foreground, this is the foreground color I'm usually using here. I believe it is this one. Yeah, that is the one I'm usually using. So EA E1 E4. Okay, so that is good. So we will excuse me. Um yeah, we will close this. Weird, I'm not sure why sometimes that just happens. Oh, it just oh, good, good. Good, good. We are broken somewhere here. That's good. Let me just see here. It doesn't actually say where we are. So we are in measure text EX in do color picker. The do color picker should just have like the source. Well, that's unfortunate. Um, oh, actually, I know what happened. It's because I like changed the order of that struct, and then yeah, we'll just kill this. Probably we need to set the alpha to something. To 1 in main, so I'm gonna do that quickly as well. So we will now close this and we will use these new colors. So clear color, context to BG. Font color. That gets used here. Let me reorganize some of this stuff here. So we're gonna have a font color. And we're gonna move B4 here. This is kind of getting like really long to just be passing all of this on the stack, but yeah. I don't know what to say. I can't really do anything about it because Raylib wants this to be yeah, oh well. That's fine. Um, probably here as well. This is gonna, oops, be like completely out of order, but that's okay. So context mode, this should be context to color, then mode, then I, then FG. This is not the same as my window. So I have to fix this. I think it's actually this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so something like that. Now, next, what are we gonna do here? Close that. So next, I want to. Okay, I should finish what I was doing. I was coloring those. That's the font. That's the status bar. The status bar font X color X color. I wonder if I should just pass in the context for this one. Might make more sense. I wonder about up here though. Does it make more sense up here to pass in the context as well? We need the mode. We need the font color. We need the font. And we need the color. Yeah, probably makes more sense to just pass the context pointer in to these guys. Because then we can get rid of all of this. Well, I don't know. Let's just leave it for now. So where are we drawing stuff here? And light. Cool. Status bar. Okay, cool. Now what do we want to do? We want to first I'd like if you're holding down the mouse and you leave this, I'd kind of like it to continue dragging until you release the mouse. So maybe what I'm gonna do is let me think here. So we might make like another type here, slider. state. And the slider state is going to do what? Also, do I want to do that or do I want to do like let's see, there's gonna be a problem here. Hmm. How do I want to do this? I think what I want to do is, what do I want to do first, I guess, is more of the question. I'd like if you like hovered over this, that it would enlarge, I think, to indicate that it can do something, and then when you click it, it would do something. So how can I make it enlarge without, like, how do I animate the enlargement in Raylib? So we need to store some state on this status bar thing. I think what I want to actually do is I kind of want the rounded rectangles back. So I can't get like the rounded rectangles right now without just copying in all of that Raylib code, I think. Because I need to be able to um yeah, so I'm just gonna have to copy that code, I think. Copy it in. Because the only other way I can just think about it is um yeah, I don't think I can do it any other way. So I'm gonna have to make a new function here called uh slider rect, draw slider rect. It's gonna be void. It's obviously gonna take a rect R. It's gonna take the mode because this is where we'll be able to change the color. It's gonna take the okay, so oops, in here, let me just think here. So we need it's like all of this code. The triangle part doesn't need to be in this part. In that function, I mean. Yeah, so that's all fine. We need to take all of this out of here. And put that up here. Let us keep this working. Slider rect, color, mode, label IDEX. IDEX. Color. Current equals color dot EI dex. Okay, so that is still all going good. So now what we want to do is basically we need to go into Raylib and we need to take like parts of, I don't know if we can do quads or not. I have no idea if we're using quads or not. Use quads instead of triangles. So right now I'm not building Raylib myself, so I don't know. I should look at the Gen 2 e-build for Raylib. Okay. Oops, it's in Guru. Media libs, maybe. Yeah. Raylib 5. So it would only be if that's the default. It looks like the default is that it's enabled. So we're using the quads mode. So draw rectangle round id. Okay. So here, we're not going to copy this whole function because we don't need it. But here we do need to take this smooth circle error rate. Well, okay. Sorry. Oh, oops. Yeah. So rect width greater than rect height. Otherwise, I do need some of this. Here, and then we're just gonna take a bunch of this stuff. Put here, put that here. And then also, not else, none of this else. Okay. That is exactly what I need. It's a lot of code. It's not that. I don't know what's with all these const. Really useless parameter. Need to fix the indentation on all of this first. I wish it did not do that, but it did. Ah, yeah, this is annoying. Right. Do it we'll do it in stages. I don't need this drawing here. So, okay, so the corner radius, roundness is just gonna be 1. That's never gonna happen. put a comment here that's just um well, bit annoying. Also, this has to be like heavily modified, so maybe it's better just to write this myself without even looking at all of this, just get an idea of what's going on here. Yeah, this is a massive code anyways. Um I also feel like some of that stuff is not actually exposed. So that is a problem as well. That's like all gonna be yeah, like RLGL. Problem. So, uh let's see here. Doing for a stream in here. Oh, okay. Um well, it's been another hour since my last stand up, so I should do that. My legs are kind of sore. I will do that. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what I want to work on right now. Which part I should just make better. There's like a few things I don't like about this still. So, uh, yeah, I'd still like to still want these to have rounded edges. That's like kind of important to me. So, um, I don't know if there's a way of just doing it without grabbing that stuff from Raylib though. Let me just take a try here. Um, So what if I go back into this draw slider rect? And what if we it's just there's like a lot of code that's just being wasted if I do some other stuff as well, which is kind of annoying. Oops. Okay, so rect 1 0 8 doesn't matter. I want to see it, so I think I'll just make it red. I just want to be able to see it. Float R. Oops. If you just make this big enough, is it like actually clipping? It's not like clipping the font, and also the font, if it's just drawn in front, then it would be fine. Let's do it this way. This is fine. What I need to do is just pass in the background color. So this is where I'm like using almost all of the context now, so it's probably better just to pass that in. So the color would be in here, the mode would be in here, the label IDEX is not, font would be here, and the font color be here. So let me see here. So label, mode label, context to mode. Context to font, context to foreground. Let's go through here and say should be let's do this. So X font color get changed to context to foreground. Okay, and then it's just here should get changed to context of font. And then color. Anywhere we see color in here, it needs to be so color get changed to context to color. Oops. Should be correct. So down here, we are just gonna do context rec and I. Okay, and then font position, context to font. Okay, so that's fixed. Then in this, we're gonna have a color from normalized, I think is what that one was called. One of these times I'll remember what the lib stuff is called. To mark that this time. Okay. Oh. Oh, it's not even, yeah, it's just straight up the background. My bad. There we go. Now we've got our nice rounded things back. It does look like it's just overlapping the green a little bit. To do that, I can just add a little bit of spacing to the not that one. Up here. I need to add that in the center text. Or I just need to actually, what I actually need to do is, yeah, let's do that one. There we go. That's a bit better. I'll just find like a better gray, I think, for this. Hmm. Maybe something like that. We'll see. That would be nice if this. See, this is where the union would have been appropriate, but they did not use the union, so we're left doing this ourselves. Is that changing every time? Good question. Um, don't particularly like this background color. But this is getting into John Blow territory. That's funny. Um, this. It's okay for now, I think. I don't know. So let us do some different thing now. Let me see. So this, I would like these sliders to work properly in HSV, but the problem is that just using color gradient EX will not work because the saturation, because I have to lerp something else basically. Or will it just work? I guess like the two saturation and the lightness would just be the same. Maybe it would just work. I guess the only way to do it is to just try and see if that would work. Yeah. It's definitely possible that it just works, to be honest. So so in do slider, when we do this, we're gonna pass in. So in here, actually, not in there. In this do slider rect, we know what the mode is, so we can do some stuff based on the mode. Color from normalized. I'd like for there to be a function that is HSV from normalized. There does not seem to be such a thing. So we will do the color to HSV dumb thing. Let's actually make a helper function for doing this because I don't want to type it over and over again. Um, color, RGB to HSV. Those names are like really annoying in so we're gonna get a V3 not color. Yeah, sorry, color to HSV, color from normalized. RGB dot RV. Okay, and then um dot W equals RGB dot W. So I don't have a V3 yet, and I don't actually care about a V3. Which means I don't need this either. Okay. That function's not used yet, but we are going to use that. So if up here, we are going to do something based on the IDEX. So actually, let's just say that let us just say for now that the color that comes in here is in either spaces, so it shouldn't even matter here, I don't think, except for that wouldn't be HSV though. It's not going to be right. But if color left would then equal so in HSV land, the color should always just be it just goes from 0 to, so it's just go from like red to red. Now the problem is that if we just draw that, we can't draw this as a No, okay, actually, if this is just HSV, if the mode is HSV, then if IDEX equals we basically have to do some calculations, I think, based on the IDEX. So um, and then how was I doing this before? Like, how is this even? What's actually getting passed in here? Ah, right. Never mind. Yeah, this part. Yeah, that works fine. Right, right, right. Okay. So not handling that one there. Um, not like the biggest fan of this style, but I find it's like kind of hard to read. But I need some variables in here, so I don't know if I have a better solution. So okay, leave H for now. So here, what we want to do is take the color. And let's say the color is HSV already. It just got passed in as HSV. Then we need to calculate the color. Yeah, we need to calculate the color. Color left will equal so color dot y. It's like technically color dot e1. I think these are just going to be the same for the lightness and the. So maybe we don't need this switch at all. color.e1 is going to equal. I need to keep track of the old one though. I need a temp color. I need many colors, many duplicate colors. So temp.e1 equals 0. And then color from HSV, I think it's called. Here I'm not going to write that function yet. Here. Yeah, so I'm just in here. So my brain is having a trouble with this one, but I think I'm on the right path here. So we need to do color from. Oh, okay. I don't actually need to do this at all. So color from HSV, and then in this case, we actually don't need these intermediate colors. Yeah, there's like too much work being done here, to be honest. So this should be like so. And maybe we're not even going to pass this in as a v4 anymore, but we'll see for now. I see. I see why I was using that because I could get around the stupid raylib. Yeah. Okay. That is how it's gonna be. Because raylib is not. Raylib is purposely making it kind of annoying to do this. So temp.e1 equals 0. HSV. So the color left is going to be here's what we're gonna do. Take this in here. So I don't have to keep doing this over and over again. We don't need this at all. We just need, don't even do that. And we don't need to do that. We can just do color.x times 360 0 color dot z, and then right is going to be color from HSV, this one, and actually, since I'm not making temporaries in here, we can get rid of this, which is good because I find that very ugly. This one is going to be the same thing, except now it's going to be color.y 0 1. Is it just the same? Does this just work? I feel like this should just work, though. There's going to be like some artifacts. RGB to HSV unused. Yeah, I need to do that. And 57. Get deleted. Okay. Sure. That looks better to me. Okay, so yeah, that's actually looking better. Now I need to just make sure that this color that gets passed in here is HSV when it's supposed to be HSV. I think I said that I was never gonna change the. Yeah, I was never gonna change the um Yeah, I think what I can just do is color equals RGB to HSV here. Think that is what I need to do. How did that happen? Interesting. What happened there? Um, how did that line cause that to like just go out to nowhere land? Huh. Yeah, how did that happen? Um, yeah, let's just fix that bug quickly. So, what? Right, it's because here, okay, so this is going to give me something that's in the range of 0 to 360. Um, I'm going to divide that here by 360. And then, I don't know why that just changed everything there. And then we're allowed to just do this. Okay. But so why is like saturation going like weird? Um, I mean, I think I know what the I don't know what the problem is. I think that it's not 0 to 1. Ah, yes, 0 to 360. What's going on here? Hello. Uh, okay, up here. Color from HSV. Um, is it because of this? Like all this stuff still gets set in RGB land, not in HSV space. Is that like the actual problem here? I think it is. I think we need to convert. I think we need to convert to HSV here before we go and do this. Do slider. Yeah, and then you have to convert back and return the correct index. That is why. Do we use this for something else? I don't think so. Yeah, we don't do this. So if context mode equals color picker mode HSV, um, v4 color equals this, make a copy, then here we will convert it to RGB to HSV, color, color, that's good. Here we're going to pass the converted color. Not using color anywhere else in here. And then here we are going to do if so what should have been happening here is we should be returning color dot e label idx and if then we need the reverse function. Yeah, we need the reverse function. HSV to RGB. HSV. Also, before I forget, delete that. Yeah, so except this is wrong. So that needs to be fixed as well. Let's just do this first. So color from HSV. So color RGB equals from HSV. And then HSV.y, HSV.z. And then we're going to return V4 RV color, RV equals color normalize RGBA. Yeah, and this part's wrong. make sure this isn't lagging anything. Or we could just switch the mode. That's better. Okay. So this thing is wrong. And did I do that right? So I did. No, I didn't. Very funny that that didn't cause the. This is working still. Yeah, it's just not updating the. Don't know why that didn't give a warning, but anyways, color equals HSV to RGB. Okay, there we go. Let me just restart this and see. Oh, weird. What happened there? Oh, is it because we didn't? Yeah, right. Okay. Um, this one. Yeah, yeah. So current gets updated, but then we don't update the actual. Okay, that's better. Ooh. Um, weird. I don't know why that happens when you switch to HSV mode. Let us figure that bug out. Um, well, so the first thing is that this selection is like completely wrong right now. So if the yeah, 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 this thing is like completely wrong. So um, otherwise, color from normalized, um, HSV to RGB color. Yeah. What is going on? So why is that zero? The selection. Um, what's really confusing me is that like why does here and then clicking Um, Selection. Why is the selection in HSV like 0? Is it because this alpha's like screwed up? Why does the alpha? Why is the alpha just completely not even working? Ah, right. So when we do color from HSV, we lose the alpha. This is like honestly super annoying. I don't know why Raylib is set up like this. Um, this is all duplicate. Okay. Let's get rid of this white space. Get rid of this white space. Okay, so now go back to RGB, set this down, switch to HSV. Still goes to 0. What happened there? Am I forgetting? Am I forgetting the alpha in one place? This might be the time where it's time to step through the debugger and have a look, but I don't know if I can actually. Can I like easily debug this? That's a good question. I feel like I should be able to. If the symbols are there. Huh, it's a good question. I need like the library symbols, right? So I don't know. No does not equal IDX equals 4. Ah, this part is wrong. That's not correct. So if IDX is 3, I think the IDEX is 3 check. So first of all, it was wrong because it was 4, but it's also wrong because this will just convert. Yeah, we still need to go through this whole rigmarole. Um, Here, so This is just going to be duplicated, but I think it's not a big deal. Um, so this is just going to be temp dot a equals 0, then left is equal to this, except this is temp, then temp dot a equals 1, and right equals that. Yeah, it might be time to step through this with the old debug. Um, so let me just think about this quickly. First of all, this is just stupid optimization, but is this even a smart thing to do? No, this is not a smart thing to do. Color from HSV to RGB. No, that's not a smart thing to do. How does A get messed up? I mean, this should be changed, but that's not the problem right now. Clamp current to Yeah, so this part is all going good. Add some spaces around here. So this is HSV going in. This part doesn't matter. This part doesn't do anything. It's just here. I mean, also, since we're just passing the context, I don't just make this a little clearer. I'm gonna get rid of this part. Just gonna do the do slider, and then our new color. Oh, where are we? Sorry. Not that one. So here, instead of doing that, we're gonna make the new color. Not gonna return anything. We're gonna do it's not gonna return anything anymore. That's fine. This still works in RGB space. So why, when we're in HSV, why does this go to 0? My RGB to HSV function maintains the old A. Probably be like a bit more clear here. So that one maintains the old A. This one, color from normalized, color to HSV. I'll give us the HSV, and then using the HSV. So in slider, what do we do? So we do that, we do our conversion. If we need to, then the mouse wheel goes ahead and modifies that color in place. Maybe I should just convert the color to HSV when I press the. So I want to like introduce a bunch of rounding error by doing that over and over again. I guess now is like not any better because you still have to just modify the. Yeah, so let's get rid of some of this stupidness by in this we're going to do this, and we're also going to so this needs to be made more robust. Deal with that after. Oh, but this doesn't get the color. That's annoying. So this can also just take this. I don't like that these are all becoming this, but uh don't need any of this. Don't need that. That is not more robust though. So if left and mouse is HSV, then we switch to this and we convert the color. HSV to RGB. Here we do the opposite one. And here, do that. And here we do the other one. I think I'll have to like switch this by using some function pointers if I add another color, but that's fine. We'll deal with that after. There's that. Then down here, we need to get rid of this. And we need to get rid of this. Uh, um, 50. 50. Warning, initialization overrides prior initialization of this subobject. Wonder if I did something like really stupid. RGBA. Oh, I get it. You can't refer to two, even though these are the same thing. You can't refer to two different. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So let us let's just do the XYZ thing. Even though that's, yeah. Well, do that. Okay, and then 206. No more HC. We do what's it called? To color normalize. Color normalize. HC. Context FG, context to font. Context to font, context to FG. Font. Okay, so that one is not needed, doesn't exist anymore. Do status bar. Don't need to unpack any of that anymore. This is going to be context, and that is going to be like that. Okay, so now set this back to something useful, and it still has this problem. Can we store this in? No, we still can't store this in HSV mode. Why is that? So we do this in here. Um, so that is good. Oh, no, we are not doing this stuff anymore. Actually, up here where we're making this copy of color, we don't really need to do that anymore. Actually, we're not doing it anymore. So I just need to fix the where I was referring to it. It's that part's working now. So we can at least save the alpha in HSV mode. It's still like, I don't know why it flips to 0 when you convert from HSV to RGB. To check. I mean, there's only like one place to check now, so that's a little bit better, but it shouldn't be doing that at all. That's fine. So let's say we're in HSV mode though, and why can we not display anything now? That's going to be in here, so in HSV mode, we come in, color's already HSV. So if mode does not equal HSV, mode does not equal HSV, then this is all good. So we want to go from HSV to RGB. That's correct. We want this to go from 0 to 360 in this H direction. And then we want to 0 to 1. 0 to 1. That's all correct. That's like the same as up here. case 3. I don't know what I'm doing here. This is just... Oh, right. Yeah, we're just overriding this with that. Let's just do this hack for now. See if this solves some issue. So this. The color circle. Color circle is not converting correctly. Color circle is still just pretending it's in RGB. That's one problem. Yeah, so here, draw a circle sector. This is the only place where that's being used. Okay, so this can go back in here. And then, context to mode equals, see, this needs to be just like this. Lots of this is going to be needing to be changed at some point, but that's fine. HSV, HSV to RGB. That, and then this color.rv. V color doesn't matter for that point. Okay, there we go. So now, so that kind of helps to narrow down the issue though, because this should be, it's like this HSV to RGB is not working properly. Color from HSV. HSV.x times 360, HSV.y, HSV.z. So that's part of the problem. Okay, there's still an issue though, which is what I was expecting, because this is getting interpolated in RGB space, it just looks like garbage. But I think I'm gonna call it for now for tonight, and we will work on that one tomorrow. So yeah. Yeah, that is garbo. Not a fan of the garbage there. I'll have to look up. I will have to look up how to RGB gradient that. So, let's find a better color to just end on. Make sure this gets converted to HSV without, yeah. Okay, cool, so that's fine. Something like this. It's looking good. Alrighty. So, that will be all for me tonight. Thanks everyone for watching. I think we've got something pretty cool going on. We'll take the win, actually. Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff there. Who cares? Get CV. I just want to see here. It doesn't say how many lines. What we are doing now is we are initial first attempt at converting to HSV. Graylib has a problem where gradient seemingly can only be drawn in RGB space. So HSV slider looks like garbage. This needs to be fixed later. Cool. That's good. We'll do the commit, do the push, and the push to GitHub. And that will be all for tonight. Thank you, everyone. See you next time.